Yeah, you saw the title right. This hunt took me 74 hours, just about. And I'll explain as I show you footage of the hunt. So Koffing can be found at a 15% chance in the Motorstoke outskirts, or at a 40% chance in the riverbank during overcast weather only. But the difference between the two is, apart from the percentage, is that in the outskirts, Koffing can't learn doesn't know self-destruct yet, as it learns at level 28. But in the riverbank, it can, as I want to say, at the lowest chance, it's around the levels that can be found. The levels that can be found there are around the same. It's a little bit higher, and then it goes all the way up to level 60. So initially, I said I'm not taking any chances of it having self-destruct, as Koffing got a new ability in this game which can render explosion preventing abilities, just stop them from working altogether. So I really didn't want to lose a Koffing, especially a shiny one on that. So yeah, that's just one part of it, just of how the hunt dragged on for so long, because it took me around an hour, sometimes even longer than that, to encounter 100 Koffings. So this hunt dragged, and I could feel all 70 hours of that. And you might be thinking, oh, a 15% chance isn't all that bad. How can it take you an hour to encounter 100 Koffings? Well, due to a mechanic that I didn't know about and didn't really fully understand until very recently, if a Pokemon is recommended by the Pokedex, it will have its encounter rate boosted for that day. I could have used this to my advantage from the beginning. The Pokedex will only boost the encounter rate of Pokemon you haven't caught, and I caught Koffing at the beginning of the hunt just so if I did end up finding something else, I could breed for a Shiny Koffing in my own time, since Koffing, especially Shiny Koffing, is one of my favorite Pokemon. So yeah, I could have used this little mechanic to my advantage, but it ended up working against me because I want to say that Koffing is the second rarest Pokemon. It's one of the rarest Pokemon on Motorstoke outskirts, and because literally everything except it was getting boosted by the Pokedex, it just shrunk that 15%, like to the point where I was finding, I think, Sock, who is not normally a 5% chance there, way more than Koffing. Like, that should not work. However, there was something to alleviate that process, helping me out just a little bit, and that is the KO method, as it was discovered that if you would KO a Pokemon, the next encounter would have a 50-50 chance of being the same Pokemon that you just KO'd. So I could get a chain together of Koffings, regardless of its actual encounter rate. I just had to find the Koffing and get lucky with a 50-50. I mean, I did end up getting a few good streaks. I really should have kept track of them, and think for my next random encounter hunt, I want to keep track of like the streak I get with this, because I want to say my longest was with Koffing was 7, I want to say. But yeah, and then cut to the night I found it. I don't entirely know the reason why I switched it up where I was hunting for it. It just happened to work. Like, I think I looked at the maps like, oh, it's the weather I need for Koffing. I can go there and find Koffing. And like I want to say within 2 encounters there, I did end up finding the Shiny Koffing. Just my luck. Also, I want to say, like, I just want to hope that the game doesn't shiny lock like random encounters at any point in the game, because like that was definitely the feeling that I got during this hunt. Especially when you can't like figure in or like bring in the fact that it took less than a handful of encounters when I did finally switch up and start hunting in the wild area to get the Koffing. It's like, what is that? But yeah, I'm going to cut forward to the encounter, and yeah, I'm really hoping that I don't have another one of these hunts, because this Koffing hunt now takes up more than 50% of my overall playtime in this game. I'm not sure if I should be surprised, like I don't know how I should feel about that, if I should be proud about that or like what. But yeah, hopefully I don't go double over the odds next hunt. Oh my god. I can't believe it. It finally happened. Holy shit. Like, just to like show you a glance of just how long this hunt has been. I've gone on many a break from this. And at the moment, I've started again, but because I've taken such a long break this time, I completely forgot how many encounters I've done. It's around 8,000, I want to say. Like, that's how long this hunt has been. And I'll probably get into this much more in detail in the beginning section, but I want to say that this hunt has been like around 70 hours, like something insane, just because of the way I was hunting for this guy. Just to think of a name. Would have been amazing if it was female, because you know, I'm just gonna go with this name, Pastel. Somewhat pastel coloured. And finally have you. Of course, it just happened to appear like a few seconds, or a few seconds after going into a different area, because man, was the area I was hunting and just not enough. Okay, let's check Pastel out. Okay, so that's Brave Nature. I'm not sure if that's good for a Koffing, or I guess a Weezing, but I'll take anything I get, and if I have to, I will change its nature. Although I don't want to. But the good thing is, I can finally play this game again, because my plan was to get this hunt over and done with before going off and doing the next gym. So I've got no progress towards the next gym, so I can actually play the game again. Okay, let's go face a regular Koffing. It would have been amazing if it was another shiny Koffing, but I'll take the one I have. Just, can I run? Thought as much. let's do one more. Like, it was getting, like, this hunt took so long that I would have been totally fine not getting my target, but the fact that I got my target after so long, I just can't. Like, there's no words. I don't think there's any words. Like, just the fact that this was phase 1. 8,000 encounters for phase 1, I have no idea. But yes, finally, after I want to say 2 years, but I know it's been a little over a year, we can now go on to the next gym. Hip hip hooray.